Is Disney overstepping its boundaries here? I mean, are they doing too much?
Your attention, please.
What is shaking, everyone? Welcome back. Just about a year ago, many rumors started popping up that Disneyland might be coming to Canada. But it turns out all those rumors turned out to be false. They were just simple April Fool's Day jokes that people ran with. People ran with this idea that Disneyland might be coming to Canada. But unfortunately, it's not. But that doesn't necessarily mean it might not happen in the future, or at least it doesn't keep me from thinking. Disney is always in the market for expanding. I mean, they just built Shanghai, they're remodeling Hong Kong. Years and years ago, they tried to build a new park in Virginia. So the idea that Disney might eventually build a park in Canada is not completely out of the realm of possibilities. They might do something like this. You know, they might expand to other countries or other areas of the world. When you look at it, everything is centralized in the Asian markets in Canada, Japan, you know, that area, or it's in the US. But there's still lots more area to cover. But could that possibly be hurting the Disney brand or the Disney Parks brand as a whole? Before we get into how it might be hurting the Disney Parks brand, we have to look at Disney themselves. Disney is something very cherished around the world, not just here in America, but around the world. Disney movies are part of almost every kid's upbringing. Every kid, or I shouldn't say almost every kid watched Disney movies growing up, no matter how old those movies are. You know, if they were made in the 50s, kids in the 90s grew up watching them. We've all seen, again, not all, most of us have seen all the movies, or most of the movies. So it's something that we hold deeply, and I can see why Disney wants to expand their parks to give more people the opportunity to experience these attractions, experience these lands, you know, bring people into this universe, or let people experience this universe. But there is a line that we have to draw in terms of value. If Disney were to build more parks, would they be viewed almost like Six Flags or Cedar Fair? Where Six Flags has parks all over the world, especially here in the States. Cedar Fair, same way. They have parks around the world, but mostly here in the US. But if Disney were to build more parks, would they be viewed like that? Where it's just a company that owns a whole bunch of theme parks. Disney is something very special. It's a very special experience to go to one of these Disney parks. You know, you go to Disneyland, you make a big deal out of it. You tell all your friends, you get really excited for it. If I want to go to Six Flags, we have a Six Flags here that's only about 50 miles away, 45, 50 miles away. When we go there, it's like, hey, we're going to Six Flags today. It's not a big deal. Will that be hurting the Disney brand if they were to create more and more theme parks? And that's where my biggest trouble or my biggest issues in Disney building parks or more parks around the world. Now, don't get me wrong, there is still space. It's not like Disney has completely taken over the market. I mean, a lot of people view Disneyland as the theme park, giant, that they own the market. There's other companies that own more parks or that have a bigger influence on things of that nature. But Disney has that draw. Disney has that wow factor. You know, that over-the-top theming. Like I said, it's become more of an event. So there is space, and Canada's a perfect example. There's not another park around, or another Disney park around, so you're not going to be hurting each other's parks. Yeah, you might be hurting a local amusement park like Canada's Wonderland. If Disneyland were to move into Canada, that might hurt Canada's Wonderland. But it's one park. Now, my issue really is if they were to build, let's say, two or three more Disney parks inside of the States or in Canada or in North America, now you're going to lose that special draw. You're going to lose that intimacy or that connection of a Disney park, and it might start turning into it's just your local theme park. Now, like I said, Disney is a special place. It's an event. It's not just, like I said, just your local watering hole, your local park, your local area to, your local theme park just to go and say, hey, I'm going down there today. To my knowledge, even locals do that. It's kind of like, hey, I'm going to Disneyland today. You get excited about going to Disneyland. But if they were to expand too much, if they were to build too many parks, at least in my opinion, it will become just another park. It'll lose that vacation-y feeling, that getting away from reality feeling. It'll just be another thing. It won't stand out on its own. Now, I just want to say again, there is room. There is room for this to expand. There is room for Disney to still build more parks. I mean, there's plenty of areas of the world that could use a Disney park. But it's if they start putting Disney parks all over the place, if they start going overboard, that's where the struggles are going to be. So I don't want to see Disney popping up all over. I don't want a Disney 10 minutes from me. I mean, it'd be really nice. It'd be really nice. But I like being able to go down to Anaheim, be able to go to Florida, make it a trip, make it an experience. And I guess there is room. Canada, Mexico, even like India, Russia, something like that. There's big areas that could still use a Disney park and could still value it without hurting its own, that novelty feeling, that nostalgia feeling. So I want to know what your opinion is. Do you want Disney to build more parks? And to what extent? This isn't just my normal question of do you like it, do you not like it? Do you want Disney to build more parks? And to what extent? Because I'm all for Disney building more parks. The more parks adds to my list. That'll give me an excuse to travel the world to see all of these different parks. But there has to be a limit to how many parks Disney can build. Do you want Disney to build parks around the world? Do you want to see more Disney parks? You could be like me, and I want more Disney parks. But to what extent? We have to draw a line in how many parks they are building. So that's my question, is do you want to see more Disneylands, more Disney Worlds around the world? And to what extent? Do you want to see a lot more or just a couple more? And then on that, will it lose its nostalgia, lose that novelty feeling, that vacation-y feeling? So answer those questions. Do you want to see more parks? How many parks? And do you think either one of those will hurt Disneyland, that Disneyland experience, that experience factor? So this is one of those really complicated questions. I understand that. But it's something we need to think about because everything's about money. Everything's about expanding and take over. Everyone wants to take over everything. Everyone wants to rule the markets. Six Flags owns the roller coaster market. Disneyland owns that over-the-top theming market. So if they build too many parks, will they be hurting their own market? So I don't want to scare you. Disney might still be coming to your state, might still be coming to your hometown or your home area, but it could be hurting Disney as a whole. And for someone like me who's very passionate about Disney, I don't want Disney to hurt itself just to try to make more money. So make sure to leave your comments down below because I'm really curious to see where you all stand on this. Do you want to see more parks? How many more parks? And what is your opinion on that overall nostalgia feel? Will it be killing the Disney brand if they were to build more parks? So that's going to do it for today. If you have not done so already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when other videos like this or other park adventure videos are uploaded. And as always, if you are at any of the Disney parks, tell Mickey and Minnie I say hi. We will be in the parks on Thursday. So feel free, if you see us, to stop by and say hi. And I will see you all a little later.